fair catch, called for and made. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Dropping back, it's Leonard. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year.
Running toward the tape. At the 30. Spinderella. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Pass to Marker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown time. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gassed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. And you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Might be looking to run. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking for room. It's Love. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. Inside, the ball's free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the 1st down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That's caught. It's Young. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Got it past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Good, solid tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Alabama.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. A little excitement there to wrap up the 1st half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Milroe. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw in this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Milroe. And that pass is intercepted.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The corners are walked up tight. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Mitchell. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by just 1 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll knock him down.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. You need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got loose, it was all over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Direct snap. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. caught in the backfield. It's Evans. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dough.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Just going to keep it after the snap. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity too, Rich, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't hook up on the...